Ooh, what's good? K-Mac Nation, it's your boy Chaos here. Oh my gosh, that is very messed up. Why is it so messed up? I thought it was correct. It was right, and then it decided it wanted to be different sized. Huh? Yeah. That's crazy how that works. I hate doing timers on these things, man. They never work the way you want them to, ever. All right. Are we good? Can you see all of it at least? No, you can't even see all of it right now. That's hilarious. Yo, what's up, Alexis? You don't even know. You know, I was a rhetorical question. All right. Cool. It's fixed. So if I press it, it's gonna. Cool. All right, that's good to know. Is it Saturday yet? Nope. All right, so we are currently, and everyone's here, working on our Team Yell Shiny race for the week. We do not have access to Spence because Spence is only available on the weekend, and we have plans. Also, is that shiny or am I just seeing blue? It's okay. It's not. It's blue. Feels like there's a reboot outbreak. However, yeah, not picnic. We need to do a glance. And we're going to set up this hunt. It's going to just take us a minute to set up the hunt. And by a minute, I mean, it could take us literally forever. We are doing Minior outbreaks. We're doing Shiny Minior, which is part of my bingo board. We are hunting Minior through outbreaks with level 3 shiny sandwiches to try to get a mark. So it's first to get a mark. If you happen to phase, you phase. If you don't, you don't. I've been doing this hunt since probably sometime last year. I'm not sure exactly how many phases I've had. The one I needed blew up in my face. So this is a reclaim from me as we get everything going. The timer doesn't begin until we make the sandwich. So we're going to just reset for a while. That way you're not playing RNG luck with the outbreaks or anything like that. It's once the sandwich is made. And we'll try to sync up the time, the start time as close as we can. It won't matter unless we get to the end. Unless it's like less than a second or a couple seconds, you know. If it's like 3 seconds, I don't think it's gonna matter, but besides that, it's just what it is. Thanks for the streak. Appreciate the watch time. Hey, let's check this out. So I'm gonna get a good outbreak too. I can't ride Karine on here. That seems foolish, considering I got over here on Koraidon. But we want to make sure we got a good outbreak spot before we send it. It looked pretty close to the wall, so I'm a little concerned about that, but otherwise we should be okay. This is the other thing. So I don't know if that reset. No, it does not. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's a good outbreak spot. I'm gonna try for another one. We barely reset. Actually, it's a pretty good spot. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. Actually, we're gonna save and we're gonna save. All right. That was quick. All right, rock sandwich is... I don't even remember how to make a sandwich. It's been that long. That's crazy. Remember when this used to be like second nature? All right. Cucumber pickle, 1 serving of each, and then 3 of the ingredient that we need. For rock or flying, it's prosciutto and or bacon. So before I do this, let's see what what else could be around here showing up. So we got fairy, we got poison, grass, psychic, ground fighting, grass, ice, fairy, normal, dragon. I already said grass. The monkey. So it doesn't seem like it's gonna really matter. Flying, 2 cannon. So let's skip the 2 cannon. Let's go rock. That's what I was looking for, just to see. So no rock. I'm gonna just double check our rules before I get going. All right. So we're doing Scarlet and Violet. We talked about a lot of things. We're gonna do a timer. We're gonna try to go for that marked manure. Okay. Outbreak sandwiches or what? Outbreaks and sandwiches allowed. Timer starts after you make the first sandwich. Okay, don't count the prep work as timing. Got it. So anytime we make a sandwich, the sandwich doesn't count. Any prep work does not count. Dude, I am on a flat freaking surface. We're doing rock, which was bacon. Yeah. One more time before I do this, I'm just going to make sure. I'm pretty sure I have damp gold duck in the front. Yes, okay. See if I can't get anything. There's nothing I really want to get. I mean, I guess I could do substitute. Okay, but I do want to give you an item. Hi, Marv. What's up, dude? cool. Do you want to actually like hang out? Because I don't know you, man. Oh yeah, that's self-promotion. So no. I looked at it. I'm like, that's self-promotion, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Read the rules. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. There's so many items in this game now. I was hoping leftovers. There they are. That way we can conserve PP. All right, we are now set up. Correctly. Make a sandwich. 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, 3 bacon. And then we use, we cannot do sweet and salty, so let's do spicy salty, and then we have paprika. So once the sandwich is made, I think what I'll tell Spence is you have to count the sandwich making soy. No, I'm just kidding. What I'll tell Spence and what I'll try to do is as soon as I leave the picnic, all right, you can't move it once you place it. Forgot. Once you leave the picnic, that's when your timer starts. I think that'll be a nice, easy way to track everything. So we'll prepare for that. All right, here we go. A tasty chaos original. Let's make sure it's sparkling title and encounter. Perfect. All right. Yep. All right. So here we go. Timer begun. I don't think these are part of it, but that's what I'm worried about with the everything here. Please stop yelling at a rock. It's just how far this all goes. I mean, we could just get really lucky. It depends on how fast everything works. Am I thrilled for this to be our hunt? No. Come on. I know somebody else did this. I feel like Jacrepin and I forget who they were facing that week. Did a hunt that was mini ore. I think they were going for all the cores though. So I don't exactly remember everything. We're gonna assume this area is in the range. But again, it has to be a marked shiny. So we catch a shiny, we check if it's marked. And since we said marked, I'm assuming any mark counts. So it could be tiniest, it could be smallest. We'll have to make that distinction if we want to hunt, if we want to go check those. I probably won't, considering we're not specifically hunting for that. You want to attack, bud? But the outbreak and the sandwich gives us the biggest amount of time. Or the best odds, I should say, to find a shiny. Which is why we're doing it this way. And unfortunately, we're not able to hunt together. That's just the sad reality of life. Honestly, Spence was going to take a day off, and I admire that from him. But that is kind of crazy to do for a race, in my opinion. No need to take off work to do a race. But I appreciate the dedication. So while this whole area is just going to be mini ore, we could find it outside of it. So there's plenty to do. It just, the question becomes, I guess as soon as the outbreak is dead, we should reset, realistically. Realistically, for the best odds possible. But we spent a lot of time figuring out what to hunt and what to do, and this just ended up being the thing. It was this or Masuda, pretty much. We were going to do something a little different, but unfortunately, realizing that we weren't going to be able to stream together makes it so we can't really do like what we've done in the past with like a bingo or something like that. You really need to be streaming together to do those kinds of things. Although we're probably gonna need more space on the on the timer. And if we get it quickly, we will switch to Archipelago, just so you guys know. I haven't decided still if there's going to be something else on Wednesday. I haven't prepped anything. But we'll cross... I guess I need to figure that out today. I kind of want to do Archipelago just because I know how long... I just finished a 6-game Archipelago, and that thing probably took me a month-ish. Yeah, it started like halfway through July. We finished it halfway through August, so yeah. Probably a month, give or take. Come on, dude. I don't think this is a shiny, but I'm just checking it. Yeah. Ideally for me, I will keep hunting. If it's, I want like a personality or characteristic mark. I don't want the... This isn't meant to be a, oh, this is a, whatever, a gourmand or anything like that. It's supposed to be a harder mark to come by, or even just a the sociable or whatever it is, the uncommon mark. So I want to shoot for that. That's what will get this off my bingo board. Honestly, I'll be happy if I get a shiny. I don't care if I lose. At this point, I am so much further than I really should be. I have horrible luck when it comes to shiny hunting most of the time. And the fact that I'm in the top 4 is nuts to me. This is by far the furthest I've ever made it in the tournament, so I've not had good luck when it came to the Team Yell Shiny races. This is my 3rd year, the 3rd year I've been in it. I think the 4th year the race has been on. It has a mark, so if it's shiny, we win. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like we can check right away if it has a mark. And honestly, I shouldn't be attacking the ones that don't, but I need to get them off my screen too. Come here. The controls feel very jank, or very touchy, I guess. I might have a little bit of a stick drift going on. Oh well. Your job is to knock all of the Minior out. Do not stop running away from them. I have to re-nickname you Weenie Hut. I've not had this controller that long, though. That's the crazy part. To me. Definitely getting lower, so we are at best odds right now. Although I need to catch every shiny. We did decide that phasing would be the tiebreaker. Should we neither of us get it. Although I feel like it's going to be hard for neither of us to get it when it's a marked shiny in this game, of all things. That backwards fling is going to annoy me every single time we do this. Every single time. I don't see anything in it, so that's interesting to me, at least. You leave the Milcery alone. We don't need to knock that out. Come on. Keep going. I was gonna say, this is by far the furthest I've made it in the tournament. The first year, I won a race, lost two. The second year, I won a race, lost a race, won a race, lost a race. Last year, I won a race, I think I won two races, lost a race, and then got through 2 or 3 rounds because hunts weren't completed, and then I lost to Dale, which I didn't even realize that Dale and I did one until looking back through and seeing that I had lost, who I've watching back through the reactions and stuff of the previous year. So last year was the furthest I've made it. We've PB'd. All right, stop chasing. We've PB'd in the Team Yell Shiny race. Top 4 is a good PB. It's easy to remember too. So now we just have to win. I mean, we have a couple more rounds. So winner of this plays loser of Charmsy and Bradlow, and I'm not going to give that information out. I already know who that is. Because I run the tournament. It's like, it's not shiny, just attack the stupid thing. I wonder if Spence knows to do damp. I might remind him if I remembered to talk to him about it. If I don't, whoops. I'm sure he knows. He's done a lot of hunts. He's a shiny hunter. He's probably checked it all out. I do know it has double edge as well, which makes it a very interesting hunt. All things considered. Okay, that's can't be a shiny because it won't run. I've not had good luck with this either. I think I've probably only found like five or six shinies, and only one of them was it, and that's how I learned to use damp. So fun. Stupid Milcery. It's also interesting because I feel like the Scarlet and Violet hunts with the random where you have to knock out Pokemon are a lot more fun because you don't get to see the overworld shiny. I feel like it's more entertaining that way. The same with these. I do think they could have made the Meteor a different color. Like, even if you made it like more of like a blue-gray Craig color, I think that would have been great. It's on my list of shinies I need to fix when I go back to doing that series. Yeah, they're both too far away. You get him now? Dude, this Milcery is just gonna freaking annoy the crap out of me all day, isn't it? Come here, fight this guy. The outbreak have dispersed. Alright. We pause. And we reset. And so we get about 15 minutes per go. Which is good. And I'll have to make sure Spence does it this way too. I'll probably message that. Hey, I took all prep time as in every time I remade a sandwich, you know. I wasn't counting time, so bacon 3. We go spicy, salty. The pecker chew. But it'll be interesting. The other thing I want to say, Spence and I actually have a lot on the line here when it comes to this race. The winner gets to has a shot at rematching the person they lost to in this tournament. Because my Bradlow is still in it for me, and Spence lost to Charmsy. So kind of interesting how the story arc plays out. That there will be a rematch of one of those matchups. I guess there doesn't have to be. Well, there will be a rematch of playing. Yes, there has to be. There will be a rematch of somebody playing somebody they lost to during this event. Because if I win out, I will have either beaten Brad. I will have to play all 3 of them. Which means I will have to play Brad again. All right, that's done. If Spence wins, that means he had to play Charmsy again. If Charmsy wins out, I guess that would be the one scenario. No, if Charmsy wins out, I guess that depends. Depends on Charmsy and Spence, because like not Charmsy and Spence, Charmsy and Bradlow. Because if Charmsy would lose, no. So the loser of the winners tournament would just have to lose twice in a row. To be out. So like Charmsy loses twice. Let's say I win, I have to replay Brad. If I lose and Spence wins, Spence faces either Charmsy or Brad. Yeah, same. It's gonna be, there's gonna be a rematch somewhere. The only way I think it could not work is if the only way I think we don't have that happen is if Brad loses, Spence wins. Nope, because even then they will have to either, yeah, someone's gonna have to replay the person they lost to. It's just who gets the rematch. And I think if we go against Bradlow, I don't know if I want to do another map race. I don't know if we were talking about anything else. If Spence, well, I guess Spence and I won't have another rematch because the winner wins, the loser's out. And I haven't played Charmsy. I don't know. I wonder what Charmsy would want to do. But I feel like Bradlow and I had other things we talked about. But it would be nice to do the rematch of the map race in Legends ZA. I mean Arceus. Spence and I had a lot of ideas for this one. We were going to do, we had, I think, landed on doing a color race, which is what I did with Cypher last week, or the week before, the last time we raced, the week before. So we were going to do that in this game, which is what it was designed for, which means you have to think about, please, this is it. It didn't sparkle. He just didn't attack. Just a stupid duck ruining everything. So we were going to do a color race. Again, that was, I did say we probably need to be in a call to do that. And unfortunately, I'm occupied Saturday. I'm occupied Saturday and I'm occupied Sunday. And Sunday's, sorry, I was occupied Saturday and he was occupied this Sunday as well as I was occupied this Sunday. So neither of us got to, we have to do it separate, which we determined, which kind of made me want to do Masuda. Just because that's easier to track. You're just tracking encounters. You're not tracking time or anything like that. We'll just check you to be sure. But Spencer's like, we can just time it too. And I'm like, that's fine, I guess. I found a better timer than I had last time we did this, so that's good. All right, that one's not shiny, we know that much. But it would have been cool. The other thing is I'm realizing is there's not really any hunts. I've been trying to like push doing my bingo board, and there's really no hunts besides doing Let's Go. That could actually work, and it would be doing what me and Beefy did again in doing the cycling path for Dodrio or Doduo. Yeah, I don't feel good about a 20-minute timer right now. honestly. I feel like Spence is gonna find one like 2 minutes. That was gonna be my joke with Masuda too, is like literally don't get it first encounter, I guess I lose. But to be fair, I've not had a clean run. I want to do a tournament, one of these Team Yell tournaments where I get a clean run, where I don't feel like I'm just in, like I'm on borrowed time. I shouldn't be here this far into the tournament. Like my last week match didn't happen. I think half of my losers bracket matches haven't actually taken place, which is a lot. I've been in it. This is round 8. I've been in it since round 3. So 3 of our matches being gone, not happening. It's kind of a lot. And I get why we do double elimination. Trust me, I do. Beefy and I have had the conversation. I'm like, should we just do single elimination? Because it seems like nobody wants to play in losers, but I also get that the point is more or less to meet and hang out with new creators in the team. So part of that requires like Clown is a good example, because Clown lost both of his matches in a row, but he still got to hang out and meet 2 of the team members. Now, given Clown knows a lot of them already. Nope, you're just being stupid. Cool. But if you're new and you just lose the first round, you don't get a chance to meet any of the new creators. I didn't want to run into you. So that's why I feel like double elimination is fine. I just wish that more people were available to do the hunts the entire time. Like, I get it, it's like a 3-month endeavor. I mean, we literally 2 months in at this point for the tournament. So it's a long time. But the other point of that is we want to make sure we can't really keep extending the tournament because we have so many people involved. It's like you could make rounds 2 weeks each. But I mean, that's kind of what you get with winners too. It's like if you can stay in winners, your matchups, you do get multiple weeks to hunt, which is also nice for people who want to do something that's not like Scarlet and Violet, Let's Go, any of the Legends games. Like if you want to do some like strong spawn hunts or fishing like we've seen, you have those opportunities because you have longer time. And so I think that's good. It's just if you get in losers as early as some of us did. Like, I don't think no one from round, I'm the oldest loser, if that makes sense. And I've only been in since losers 3, I think, is when I joined. I can't look at the thing right now. But like Spence just lost 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Charmsy hasn't lost. Bradlow hasn't lost. So they're both going to be barely in this. So I do think it's balanced a bit more, that like the being in winner's bracket longer, well, obviously one that gives you more time. I think that benefit is there still. Like, you lose early, Like, despite you having to do every week, you're not going to be in the tournament for the entire... You're probably not going to win unless you have a streak where you just win every, you know, game. So I think it balances out that the more you can stay, the longer you can stay in winners, the better your perspective. Oh, not perspective. Yeah, you better prospect. Better your prospect. I guess it's not a perspective, it's just a prospect. The better your prospect to be in finals or to win. But there's also nothing saying that somebody can't make a tear through losers bracket and just end up winning the whole thing. Because it could happen. It definitely could happen. Highly unlikely, but could happen. But I guess you're really asking the winner, the person in winner's bracket, to do the same thing, like go from the entire length of the tournament not losing. But luck is a fickle thing. You never know how it's going to turn out. I just know mine's pretty bad most times. It's been all right lately, I'll have to say. And all I can say about, I thought I was completely done when Cypher and I did the map race, or not the bingo. Like, I found one shiny that whole the first stream, and I'm like, geez, I am not winning at all. But we popped off, man. We absolutely popped off in the latter half of that tournament. In the second day of that race. I mean, I barely won, but I still won. I thought Ad had me popped out off during our second leg. Oh. You thought AD had you. I thought you're saying like an ad was happening. I got it. Yeah, that's the same thing. Like Cypher and I, like it was 4-1 going into day to day 2. And then I came back, what, 8 to 7? 8 to 6? Just to let you know, Spence, every time I've made a sandwich, I have stopped my timer. So do that when you do your hunt. I was gonna message you after stream. Well, I interpreted prep time doesn't count as every time I make a sandwich. So, yep. I feel like I have something else to tell you too. I just can't remember what it was. But since you're here, I don't have to write it down. Come on, you stupid duck. I said I already lost because I feel like being at 30 minutes in a Scarlet Violet hunt does not feel good. All right. It's like anytime I reset like this, I'm pausing the timer. Hope you're doing well. We were just talking about because your marked hunt, yes, it will take a little bit more. I've been doing this. I was telling them the chat. I've been doing this since sometime last year. Actually, it might have been like New Year's. I was doing this hunt because I just started. What am I looking for? Bacon. I just started doing It just was the start of this bingo card that I made. So, and I've probably found 5 shinies. I think 4 of them have been not marked. 1 was marked, but oh, that's what it's going to tell you. You have a damp mod, because the first one I found that had a mark blew up in my face. I figured you knew that, but I don't want you to suffer that. Like, I don't want you to win, but I don't want you to lose because the shiny is failed. You know? Knock out the 60, keep resetting what's left. That's what I'm doing. Pretty much, because I'm just restarting every time the outbreak happened. Every time I finish the outbreak, I reset and do it again. But I've done 2. I'm on my 3rd sandwich and I haven't found a shiny yet, so even at the best odds. Woo. All right. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, how I've been doing it, the timer starts as soon as you press yes to leave the picnic. That's what I've been doing, at least. Although I guess I should be getting to the 60, huh? I've been resetting the whole outbreak. But I guess I should have got to the 60 and then done it. Oh well. That will be a little bit, I mean, I can definitely start doing it that way, if that's how you're gonna hunt it. Because if I don't and keep the time that I have, you have technically better odds than I do, which makes the hunt unfair. But I'll let you tell me what you want to do there. It's not marked, so that sucks. Yeah, it's not even shiny. He's just being a dick. I have better odds. Yes, you have better odds because you will have the 60 knocked out 60, and then you have knocked out 60 and then done the sandwich. So you have just that odds instead of base odds until you get to that point. Because I've been starting at the beginning of the sandwich, the outbreak. If you want me to go to start doing it, I don't know how much time I would take off. I just restart my timer and knock out the 60 and then go from there. But if that's how you want to hunt, I forgot about asking that. However you want to do it. I'm okay with like how I've been doing it. So I literally didn't touch the outbreak until I started doing the sandwich. If that's okay. Come on. Punch him in the teeth. Thank you. As I said, I'm okay to go to 6 to get there, and dude, you gotta start hitting these things, man. Gotta start hitting them. Best of luck. All right, enjoy. Not that I care if, again, not that I care if I win or lose this. Honestly, would be happy just to find the shiny and be done with the hunt on the bingo board. Because it is by far my most completed bingo board I've ever done. In the last, what, 3 or 4 years that I've been doing one. They all are like, nah, this is the worst reset I've had. Because for some reason, they all want to be on the wall. And the stupid duck will not go and punch them on the wall. For some unknown reason. Bro, you were heading to it and you walked away. I don't know what else to tell you. Come on. It's not even gonna be a shiny. Watch. Put money on it. I put money on it. Put $5 on it right now. Nobody bet me. You would have won though. I would have won though. Imagine that was the shiny. It is crazy that we've gone 35 minutes and not seen a shiny with these odds. I mean, these odds are nuts, dude. I don't even know what they are, but they're high. Like, it's like 1 in 10. It's not that good, but you get the point. It's at least like 1 in 200, 1 in 300. That was a small fry, bro. I do want to do a small / big hunt. Maybe I'll put that on my card for next year. Give you all a chance to get off the wall. And by small or big, I mean jumbo or tiny. I'd love to go back for the Pichu. That I never finished. Would I? Pichu was a terrible one to do. With a tiny Pichu was so bad. It's already a hard shiny to spot, and then you make it even smaller, and it's great. I know what I'd want to do in that game. I mean, to be fair, I was gonna say, did I find one? Nope. To be fair, I did do that for like, there's a whole Camp Yoha event in this game, and that was part of the challenge. I remember going for all of those shinies. Bro, he's right there. You're not gonna just... Alright, well, whatever. I don't want to get too crazy going that way. I did... What did I do? I did cloth. I did Dondozo. You're not even going to be a shiny, I know it. But we're still going to hit you anyway. Yeah. Cool to be battling on this, though. Bro, you guys are so far up there. I need you to come down a little bit. I don't know, there's a couple I'd like to do. I'd have to see what disguise Pokemon I want to go for, though. I believe I already have Zoroark Zorua. I think I already have Zoroark Zorua. I have a Ditto already. Is there any other disguised Pokemon? I guess this is kind of it. And so if this will be one that if I don't get this time, I definitely will be keeping it on my card for next year. It's a cool hunt. It's kind of the same thing. It's just you can't see the shiny. Well, he's just gone, so maybe he'll come back after we get these ones. There's not many left. We're almost done with the sandwich. We got about 5 minutes on the sandwich left. Well, not on the sandwich, but on this outbreak. Because I know it'll be done before, or will be done before the sandwich is done. I did think about that. One of the things I'm really bad at thinking of when we're deciding what the hunt is the odds. Because that's I think it's one of Beefy's pet peeves that I can't speak to that, but I know he wants to make sure that as long as the hunt is fair or they agree to the terms. Because you definitely, like, you're telling me I'm going to do a 1 in 512 and you're going to do a 1 in 250, like, we would expect you to win. It'd be honestly very weird if I won that. That's why we're like, do the same. Like, Masuda is fine, because Masuda is honestly one of the best methods for something like this, because they are always 1 in 512, regardless of what you can hunt. You can hunt literally anything you want as long as it can be bred, and the odds are the same. But when it comes to like encounters on routes, when it comes those kinds of things, you always have to like look into percentages of likely encounter rates. You have to look into those kinds of things, and when you're doing that, I would definitely recommend, or when you're doing like different hunts of the same, with the same like encounter percentage, it's always best to do based on encounters, not on time, because that way you can't say, oh, I beat you because I found it faster. No, you beat me because you got more of the species you were looking for, you know. So I think those are always part of the thing. I feel like I am not seeing as many mini auras as I should. Plus, yeah, all those things are definitely nuts. But man, I honestly thought we would be done with this by now, but nope. It's about 14 minutes per reset at this point. I do kind of wish we did Masuda now. I remember why I haven't come back to do this hunt. It's a bit tedious to have to like remember what you're doing. I'm gonna do sweet and spicy. The ones that don't work are sweet and sour, I believe. Ba-ba-bum. Boop-a-doop. Sandwich. I like how putting the loaf of bread on top just flattens everything out. Oh, there's my cursor. Wish you actually took a bite of the sandwich. All right, level 3. Let's make sure it's correct. Rock Sparkling, Rock Title, Rock Encounter. All right, timer back on. So literally first one would be nuts. I do think doing the full outbreak is better than just like 20. We would be making sandwiches like we owned a sandwich shop. If we had to reset every single time. But again, I do not feel good about this time right now. I mean, Spence says his luck's bad in this game, but I don't believe it. It's like butter. I can't believe it's not butter. Hey, you want to fight this? Fight him. You're going to make me check it. It's not going to be shiny, and I'm going to be upset. See? What did I tell you? Although if that was shiny, that was GG. That's the other good thing about like we need to make sure we target it and not just run into it, because that'll help show us if it has a mark or not. And that way we can end the hunt faster than having to actually menu to find it. Oh, I know why we weren't getting them as quickly. I see it now. I see the problem. I need to go away and come back so I can despawn those Pokemon over there. And force the encounters to be Miniors and not random Pokemon in the other area. I mean, they're still showing up, but we're definitely seeing a lot more Minior than we were before. And we should also try to get over here as far as we possibly can to help with that too. I don't believe they can run and be shiny still. That's going to help our time. We need efficiency, which also means this Golduck needs to knock out the Miniors. And not, I can't hit them. Whatever BS that is. So that'll help our time. I kind of regret not choosing a different outbreak, but I feel like this is not a bad one. I honestly don't feel like this is bad. I mean, you'd be playing the Minior outbreak game forever if you got a perfect outbreak spot. I mean, we're kind of, this feels like a good spot. It's flat. The area's not bad. I can see everything. It's got a good rotation to it. Like we're just pretty set here. The only problem is the wall. Realistically. Punch it in the mouth. It's not going to be shiny. Yeah. To say it's not going to be shiny, but it's going to be like, hey, I'm not going to battle you. I kind of wish that when they did the outbreaks that they made a circle on the minimap of like proximity. That way you can see how far your outbreak went. So if you're doing like stuff that I'm doing, it's pretty obvious when you're only hunting via outbreak, but when you're hunting via outbreak and sandwich like I am, it's a little bit more complicated because the things that spawn are also the same thing you're hunting for the most part. Yeah, this time does not look good. An hour for a shiny, let alone the mark that we need. I need to get mark on turn 1. All right, bud, listen here. Ugh. It's right here, buddy. You don't have to run all the way over there. Don't worry about running down there. Oh well. This is a cool hunt. I like this hunt. I believe, as I was saying earlier, that there was another group that did a meteor hunt. I think they were hunting for every color of the cores. Which is cool. That would be a hunt that I would want to do. A cool one to do in Scarlet Violet is like go for every color Squawkbilly, go for every color Oricorio. You'd honestly do both with just flying sandwiches. Well, I know you can find different forms. They have to be caught in the form to count. I mean, Minior, you can't change their color, but the shinies are all the same color, so that's the funny part. You could even do it with Tatsugiri. Shiny of all colors. Honestly, you probably could. You could do a lot of really cool hunts in Scarlet and Violet. With that, you could do like all the Alolan forms, every starter. There's plenty of those kinds of things you can do in this game. That's what I said, like, in the server, I'm like, if you guys need help with hunts, like, let me know. I have ideas. While you chase him down, I'm gonna go over there. This is crazy though. 4 sandwiches without a shiny in this game. That's a little bit much. It's a little bit much. I doubt Spence is gonna have this bad of luck. Oh my gosh. You would have been shiny, I would have been happy. I mean, honestly, it's definitely better to be able to throw the ball out at them and tell at that moment if it's shiny or not. I mean, not if it's shiny or not, but if it's got a mark or not. But you're not playing these, I don't know if it's marked or not game. We're about to, the outbreak should be breaking here in like 2 or 3 more. As long as I'm getting the ones that are specific to the outbreak. So I don't think all the way against that wall, that mountain, counts for the outbreak. I think they have to literally be right here. marked, so please be shiny. And him not being stupid. No, it's him being stupid. We were doing so well, and then you did that. That's what I'm like. The circle would be helpful to see, even if it's just a radius around the central location. All right, that's it. So again, we're shaving off seconds every single run. I don't know how much more we can shave off, but the first one took us about 15 minutes. The second one was like 14:49. The last one we did was about 14 minutes, and we're at 13:40 for this one. So we're doing something right in regards to speed. All right. Cucumber, pickle, 3 bacons. Oh, sorry. But, yeah. 3 bacons, not 4. I'm gonna do sweet and salty this time just to change up the herba. Boom, 4 base. Then we go to 3. And then we go to the 2 and 1. This is the most precarious one I've made so far for sure. What's up, Good Guy GK? Thanks for coming in. How are you? I'm not doing the top bot on this one. I don't trust it. I do not trust it. Thanks for the lurk, Lamount. I thought you said good luck. But I was reading Spence's message. Yep. Good luck, thank ya. I do need it. We're definitely not being lucky right now. All right, timer's going. Let's get some shinies. We're gonna actually run away. Get the despawns over there. I don't think I went far enough away. There's a lot of Pokemon in that biome. Oh, come on, Golduck. I ain't paying you to not hit these things. I'm not paying him at all, but it sounds better if it sounds like I'm paying him, you know? Man, just a shiny dude would be nuts. My major concern is that Spence isn't not going to have enough time to get to where I am with the outbreak or with the timer. And so I'm going to keep doing this until I find it. And that we're going to have to be like, all right, well, how many did you have at this point in time? So I will need to do the lap timer if I find a non-marked shiny. Just to have that for a record. Oop, 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 oop. Yeah, no, you don't want to listen to me. I need a shiny, man. I will. The snow mark would also count. It's a mark. So having the snowstorm is actually beneficial. That's what we're doing. Makes it more likely. Has anyone ever got a double mark? A double marked shiny? I mean, I guess if you've done the oh, he didn't knock it out. Are you not fighting it because it's a shiny, or are you not fighting it because you're a piece of crap? You're a piece of crap. Gotcha. It's my question. That stupid Milcery's back. No, don't fight the Milcery. I don't care about it. Do I just have to watch that now? Fight this thing. Thanks. This is bad. This is really bad. Scar of the Violet odds. This is 1 hour. Terrible. No way I win. No way. Said I have not had luck on this hunt. Anytime I've done it. So I will not be surprised if it's what does me in. I'm gonna fly around here. Bought the Milcery. I told you not to fight the Milcery. What do? Fight the Milcery. I'm gonna try to get rid of some of the spawns over there to get more here. Go this way. I mean, it's crazy with the odds that we have. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do it with things that you don't have to knock out to check if they're shiny or not. But Minior wasn't meant to be in the game when... in a game where shinies are in the overworld. I think that's another thing, like, they haven't really considered when they made shinies. That's part of the reason I think most of us hate the ones that don't change that much. Because when you're playing a game and they're in the overworld and you can't tell if they're shiny, it's annoying to have to check them when that's not what your intention is with the game. I mean, I think it's a cool hunt. But there are Pokemon like Ditto, like Minior, like Zorua and Zoroark. And then you have all the shinies that barely change. That make it hard when there's no overworld sparkles or anything like that, too. We are moving away. We're getting no encounters, which is bad. Fight it. It's right here, dude. Oh, the other thing we didn't talk about is Switch 1, Switch 2. Yeah, you're not getting away. I always forget that's a thing, too. Which is why time is a really bad measure of the hunts. Not many left, so we are in best odds. I wanted to make sure that was true. My encounter rates are so bad right now. What's up with that? Come on, dude. Yeah. I am actually going to be happy when I get a shiny of this, because, jeez. This is nuts for this good of odds. Get him before he goes up there. I'm back. Now try. I know it's not shiny. I know it's not. I have to test it because idiot won't fight him. Stupid duck. Although I am starting to think it would have been smarter to do from the 60 outbreak. You have to jump that high. Go fight him. Oh my gosh. It's not even a shiny, I guarantee you. Yep. Okay, that was terrible. Come on, man. My luck is, I guess it can't be this bad. It's kind of crazy. We're about done with this leg. Please fight them, not run by them. Thank you. Need to see if they're shiny or not. Not if you can not hit them with a move. I already know you cannot hit them with a move. You've been displaying that all night. And that's a pause. Yeah, 13:31, so we got another like 10 seconds shaved off. Despite all the mistakes. But I feel like you'd have to make a sandwich every 5 minutes if you did the 60. Which I'm not a fan of that. I like this much better. All right. Let's do bitter spicy. Because we are superstitious, right? And the changing of the herba will determine if we get a shiny or not. It's still on. Counts. All right. You could skip ads on Twitch. Oh, that is something I wanted to talk about today. Is they must have updated something with Twitch where on the back end or something, but it messed up the stream layout, so I had to reset up a stream layout for today, which was fun because I normally never do that. I never try to do that, and then yeah, here. It's like, hey, by the way, we've messed up everything that you had set up. And normally, like, you can revert it back. But it just wasn't able to do that this time. You guys know of any shiny hunting events that are fun, that are out there? Not that I need to do more shiny hunting, but if there's some cool ones that I'm not involved in, I want to be involved in this. This is a stupid idea, but it works. Fit. And this is what I was... Oh, I need to fix this. Cool. That's what I was worried about. Sparking title encounter all rock. Yep. So now you can see the whole thing, which is what I wanted to do. right, we're going to just ensure that we get the despawns going. As quickly as possible. It's a very mushroom looking rock over there. Come on. Didn't mean to run into you. That was for sure. Like, the odds are kind of crazy, even without the outbreak, but with the outbreak too, I'm like, this is not even seeing one shiny in an hour. My only way out is to get the shiny first try with the mark, because I don't think there's any way that Spence doesn't find a shiny faster than that. Didn't see if it had a mark or anything. Yeah, too high up, huh? Oh boy. Why did I agree to do this hunt? Because I need it done on my bingo card. Yeah, those are bad reasons to choose hunts for the Team Yell races. I'm finding out. Look, to be fair, we at least have a shot. Or sorry, we at least had a shot with this one. We tried to do Masuda for Emolga again. We weren't winning. We just weren't winning. We know my Masuda luck. You're just too high. I'm not even gonna worry about if they're on the wall. Screw them. They waste more time than they help get. No. Stupid duck. Like, why are you all the way up there, man? That's also a problem with doing these, is like flying. Pokemon that hover or fly can just like completely evade your Pokemon. I guess realistically you want a Pelipper to do this hunt. Realistically. I think Pelipper gets damp. I don't remember. That way you can fly. It's crazy. You can win with one shiny here. It's so crazy. But we're not getting lucky. To be fair, if we... I guess it's slower because you have to sit and knock everything out. If I just made a sandwich and was like able to run around the area and see a shiny Minior, it'd be completely different. Because I wouldn't... Well, I'd be running around and I'd be resetting a lot quicker, but also I don't have to waste all this time trying to line up targeting for this Golduck. Come on. I'm wondering now if there's too many spawned up there. And that's what's causing problems now. Come on, Golduck. He's right there. Just hit him. I mean, either way, like, the ones on the mountain should be despawning as we go to the wall, and the ones on the other side of the wall should be despawning as we go to the mountain, but we might just be too close to both. Come on, please. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, I think this is the shiny. Think we got our first shiny? We got our first shiny. Let's go. Oh my gosh. It's not marked, I don't believe, but our first shiny. Oh, I should not give you leftovers. That's a bad idea. Although I guess it doesn't really matter that much in the long scheme of things. Yeah, there's explosion. I don't even know. How did I take damage? I don't... It's not staying in a ball. I have Ultra Balls somewhere. I probably should just be chucking Ultra Balls anyway. There it is. Okay. That's one mark. We'll see. I'm just gonna double check the marking that it's not marked. I can find where it is. Oh, it's in my party. Duh. No. No marks. Okay, cool. So we phased. Phase at 119. 26. Once the outbreak is dead, we'll just go double check. That it's not like a tiniest mark or something. And if we do, we know what the time is, because I marked it. Unfortunately, I know it screwed up how it looks on the screen, but it's okay. Hey, we got a shiny. Let's go. I think that's our 6th phase. Dispense only does an hour. I win. An hour and 20 minutes, I win. Without getting any. So we are hunting indigo cores. That's interesting to know. Although I guess I don't remember if they show up different on the map or not because of the core color. I'd have been one to know when I was watching the other, or when we saw the other one. I wonder if you had to find a certain outbreak. I don't even know if they were doing outbreaks, honestly. I think they were just hunting. If you make the sandwich, they can be different colors. Which also could tell us something about the ones we're hunting. If they are a certain color and we are outside. I think all of the ones in the outbreak have to be the same color. I believe that's how it works. You're probably still too high. Yeah. No, 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 no. You can run away without running into me. Golduck, you're so bad. But I did get a shiny. So that's something. My other concern with the timer is that over multiple streams, it's gonna be crazy. That's why, like, I'd like to get it done today. Then I don't have to worry about running another timer. And also I can get to my other stuff. Which brings me back to the question of, is there something else that is on the Wednesday slot? Or is it just do we just do Archipelago then too? It's not marked. Didn't sparkle. I'm gonna fall off the cliff. I don't know if when I lapped, it reset the current. I know you guys can't see the current timer, but I have the overall timer that is what you're looking at, and then below it on my screen, it shows I guess a lap timer or a current timer. The outbreak has dispersed. Pause. Pause, pause, pause. Okay. We're gonna go. How do I... It's access. Nope. Why? We're gonna go to the main region and fly to Mesagoza and see what we find. Because we have a smallest mark here. All right, because I think it was tiny. That's a mark. Little bigger than average. All right. I'm gonna assume it's good to reset. I don't expect Stunts to keep all those phases either, so we did get a shiny one. Yes, so the lap timer did reset. That would have been 14. That would have been 15 minutes because of the catch the shiny. That's how long it took that time. So we're still going. We are still going. We did not find a mark. It is a mark. Does have to be a mark. That is the rule. That was bitter spicy. We'll do that again. I didn't expect it to be smallest or largest. I feel like you have to be running the teensiest or hugest, the humongo or the whatever the other one is. Sandwiches to get those. And even then, they're still like really rare. I don't even think I have one of those in my game, let alone a shiny. All right. Well, at least we got a shiny. Feel better about that. Sparkling Tidal encounter. Yo, what's up, Dale? All done picnicking and we start. Cool time of day. Oh, I guess it's based on the actual clock. So we'll get later and later as we go on. Is it? No, it's not. It's not based on the actual clock. It's an in-day. It's an in-game timer. How you doing, Dale? How's your Tuesday going? You really didn't hit him. He's right in front of you, bro. So the phase doesn't help us, but if for some reason Spence can only do an hour and 20 minutes and doesn't find anything, we win. That's what's like, do you catch the phase or do you not? But we should catch everyone in case they are largest or smallest. The fact that I avoided the snow over there is funny to me. Honestly, pretty good. Yes, the goal is a marked. Any mark will do for the race. Any mark will do. Even the sociable. Didn't want to run into you, but okay. Would have been better if you were shiny. I also wasted time by actually checking, manually checking if that one was shiny, had a mark, knowing it didn't. All right, we got snow. Seems to check for a snowy mark. Snover, leave me alone, buddy. I don't care about you. Well, since you came off your wall, I'll knock you out. Man, I hope Spence is right about his luck. That it's just bad. I also haven't done the funny thing that I did. Somebody else did a time race a couple rounds ago, and I actually calculated the time into minutes. I don't think it's going to be shiny, but we'll hit it in case. Yeah. It's just the physics being stupid. Bro, come. He's too high. He's too high, man. That's just what it is. I think that's how Golduck lost health last time too, is fighting the Snover that he wasn't supposed to fight. It's made the catching all the worse. Please stop pulling me back to the left. Just let me do what I'm doing. Definitely getting lower. We should, when it gets to 60, reset everything. That's not a bad strategy. I like that a little bit more now. Like either like run away and come back to get a new encounter table. That will make the most of our luck here, or our odds. That will reset the obviously the shine, they don't change once they are spawned. So we need to do to reset so we get the best chance of getting a shiny. I think that'll be helpful for us going forward. Can't guarantee that'll be great, but I think it's going to be helpful. Right, there are not many left. We're going to reset it. Give us the best odds of getting one. You just can't hit him. I'm not even going to check it. I just know it's because you can't hit him. On same spot. Give me another one. Need any mark, man. I mean, technically, that's what my bingo card says too. It's just marked. Didn't say like specific, but I know what I meant. And it says only marked because I didn't want to have to sit there and type out everything. So it would just junk up the board. Aha, gotcha. Go away, Snover. Nobody likes you. Good to know that one's not shiny. I don't like this. Where are all the spawns? That's what I want to know. They're like over the cliff. Nope, they're not even there. Please stop fish hooking. So I must be not in the outbreak then if I'm finding a different color. Didn't mean to run into you. But I don't remember what, I don't know what color I have registered. The outbreak has dispersed. All right, we reset. That was only 11 minutes, by the way, so that's a lot better. It's a lot better. But it's crazy, man, that we are an hour 37 in. Crazy. All right. I feel bad also still being in the tournament because a lot of the people who are in Team Y'all honestly are just shiny hunters. And I'm not. But I'm still in this tournament. I think out of everyone who's left, Spence does a little bit more variety Pokemon stuff, but I think Charmsy, Shiny Hunts, that's all they do. I think Brad, all he does is Shiny Hunt. Like, I feel bad for the people who are actually Shiny Hunters, and I'm just like, hi, I'm some noob. I'm not a noob, but I definitely don't Shiny Hunt for fun like I used to. That being said, I am at the reset for my dream team for Ultra Sun. I am doing Poiple resets. I have 5, and I've kind of made it my goal to finish that before February. Sparkling Title Encounter, because I want to be able to transfer them out of bank. I do think that's going to ruin what I was planning on doing though, because I really wanted to do it again in Oras, but there's no point in me shiny hunting in a game when I can't transfer my Pokemon forward anymore. So I probably will not do that hunt. Please just go smack him. I know he's high on the wall, but just hit him. Because watch, he'll come down and he's not even shiny. Yep, see, knew it. Don't look confused. I'm pointing out to you where to go. Go punch him in the mouth, dude. It's not hard. You just gotta follow my direction, you dumb duck. And you'll go the right way. You do what I want you to do. That's going to be also part of this, is getting your Pokemon to actually go fight things you want them to fight, and not run 20 meters the wrong direction. I don't know why we're measuring in meters all of a sudden. But apparently we're measuring in meters now. That way, buddy. Snowbird, how many times I gotta tell you, go away? Don't want you. Nobody wants you. I have so many shinies of you. Oh, we did look at, I had talked to some people with previous hunts that we had done about the dream team and what else I would get. I did go look at the hyperspace, the wormholes. Not the hyperspace, but the wormholes in Sun and Moon. There's not something I want from them. So we will be doing Poiple, and that will be my final team member. I'm gonna hope it's a quick hunt, because I only have till February, which isn't that far away. And that's a full odds reset. So we know how my luck is with those. Or if you don't, you should. I'm very sad that that whole whatever, the Is it box? What is the one that's going away? Pokemon Home is the one that's on the Switch. It's not that one. It's Bank. I'm sad that Bank is going away. With just all of the things that I had wanted to do with 3DS Switch games. Sorry, 3DS games. But maybe that gives people like me incentive to buy Fire Red on the Switch, because I would love to do a I would love to do a shiny playthrough of Fire Red Leaf Green. However, I do have all the shinies in that game. Well, the fact that you come in knowing that's what it's gonna do is kind of funny to me. I'm gonna allow that one, not because I want to allow it, but because if somebody would trade, that'd be sick. If not, cool. Also, you should probably so I'm gonna tell you two things. One, you should probably not send your first message in chat to be a trade thing. And two, it's better off if you like, hey, I'm looking, you know, you should go to a Discord server or find other ways. And obviously, I know you're a bot, but I'm just gonna say this for the benefit of everyone. You have a friend. You have at least one friend who plays Pokemon. I guarantee it. Ask them for help. You have a friend, you have a sibling, you have a cousin, you have a something that plays Pokemon. Just ask them for help. Don't come asking Twitch streamers. Nobody wants to see that in their chat. I should have just denied it. But and what your message tells me is that you know that people don't like you doing that, and you did it anyway. So if you know people don't like you doing that, just don't do it. Kind of want to reset just to help them get through it better, or to get the snow spawn chance, but we're going to change it around. Actually, the first person to have a harsh response. That was not harsh. Bro, you don't know. That wasn't harsh at all. I didn't even give you my sarcastic, how many times you asked that, how many times it work poll. That was a very tame response that says you should know better. As I said, the fact that you told me that, sorry if this is rude or inappropriate, like starting off your sentence that way automatically tells me that you know that it's not a good thing. And I guarantee you I'm not the first person to have a harsh response, because I guarantee you there's people who will just outright ban you. At least I explained, you know, a better way to do it. And I'm honestly be glad that somebody would help you and hope that somebody would. But a Twitch chat is a chat, period, is not the place to do that. Especially when you're not, familiar with the community. But as I said, you're probably just a bot, and I'm talking to a bot right now. And that you've heard me say bot, you're gonna type no, I'm not a bot, so I get it. But, you know, whoever you are, whatever you work for, just, you know, hey, that's a shiny, that's a shiny, that's a shiny, shiny, shiny. But it's not marked. I mean, it's still a shiny. That's good. I just need it to be marked. All right, we caught it there. 147.16, so 2. And we will again check it for the tiniest or largest mark. Again, I don't think it will have one. I think it will show up if it does. But also, anyone, I don't know. I don't need it. I don't need people to defend me. It's a bot. I'm not gonna. Lesson be learned, folks. I mean, realistically, all I'm doing is training bots to annoy streamers better. I probably shouldn't be doing that. I probably should just ban them. And I don't know why it blocked the message. But apparently you caught chaos on a haha not funny joke day. Because normally that is not my response. My response is actually pretty fun. And I'm paying you to smack these things. Please do so. So the blue core is what we will be finding. That our shiny will be a blue core. Because we are in a blue core outbreak. Here you go. Punch him in the mouth, please. Begging you. Although if that does have a mark, it's going to be a funny reaction. I'll have to include the clip where it's like, oh my gosh, it was actually, you know, a humongo or whatever. I will actually pop off if I ever get one of those. That's a crazy lucky shiny to get. But it would count. It's a mark. Let's try to get farther away. There we go. Hi. I wonder if, like, the people who program these bots to do those things actually, like, register what the person says to their comment, their chat, rather. I doubt it, but maybe, you know, it would be good for bot learning's sake. Although it's probably all just an AI program then. In that case, it would take the responses and go, oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't say this. That might be why That's probably why it says sorry if this is rude or inappropriate at the beginning. We've cracked it. That's why it says sorry if this is rude or inappropriate. Because there's many people said that's a rude way to come into my chat. There's people that will say, you know, all these other things. All right, that's the time. Stop. All right, that's the timer for that. We go to Paldea. And we check. So we have 119 and 147. Sorry, 119.26 and 147.16. I got her, or I got the pot. I got the Pachirisu. Just gonna say. Check my mini ore, please. Let's see. Perfectly average. Perfectly reset. Over. There you go. Yeah, so I don't think we're getting this done today at this point. 2 phases. Two phases at 2 hours. That's not good. That is not good odds. Bitter spicy, sure. Do. Okay, that glitched out. That's funny. All right, let's see if we can get one here that actually counts. I don't. Yeah, Spence. There's no way Spence doesn't win at this point, in my mind. Sparkling title encounter. All right. I'm done picnicking. We can start again. Kind of, I really, if I didn't have anything to do or anything that makes me get off stream at a certain time, I would totally just keep doing this until I got it, knowing it's a race. Okay. We determined that any up the hill are not eligible. That is way too many Pokemon over there. Jeez. It's like 5 Executor, 6 Deerling, a couple eggs. So this is far enough away to despawn them. That's also good to know. Please fight them, please. So that wasn't a blue core. No, the first one I got was indigo, so I guess they can be any color. I know it's not shiny, but just smack it anyway for me. Thanks. Preference. Please just fight them. I'm begging you, Golduck, to fight the stupid space rocks. Okay, now we got Executor spawning on the wall. That's fun. Nope, nope. Why do you have to go fight the stupid... Why can't you just fight this thing that I'm trying to get you to fight? Why won't you just do it? I'm gonna find the shiny and you have to sit there and watch a heal for 7 turns. Stop going after him. If he's gonna run away, just don't worry about it. But we aren't going far enough away to despawn any of them. At least not that way. Because the Executor is still on the wall there. But I know there are new Miniors spawning in over here. He's right there. Just smack him, please. Definitely getting lower. Alright. That should reset it enough. Please go punch him in the mouth. Not that hard. Oh, I got a shot. That's a shiny. I didn't even know that was a shiny. I didn't even see that one being a shiny. I need to check this one for marks. Frame 1. I need to check it for marks. Frame 1. I didn't even know it was a shiny. Wow. Yeah, now we gotta wait for the stupid leftovers. At least it's only one turn of it this time. All right, we're gonna be smart and just start throwing Ultra Balls. All right, if that's a mark, 159.31 is the time. No mark. All right, that's what I thought. Cool. We will double check that it's not tiny or huge. It's probably not, considering, again, I do believe you have to have that on there, but I didn't know that was a shiny. Oh, so I haven't been marking them down. Should be doing that. Where are all my spawns? Ooh. I didn't even know that one was shiny. That's fun. Let's go. What's up, Give Me Ink? It doesn't matter right now because it's not the target. So it's not, it has to be a mark to win. And unless it is, we already checked it. So unless it's tiny or huge, those are those only two outs, unfortunately. Which I don't think it can be unless it has specific power sandwiches. But hey, at least they're showing up now. That's better than it was. It's too far above your head. That sucks a bit, don't it? How about now? I had to check that one because I did not. I ran into it. Just why we don't want to run into them. We want to be able to look at them to see if they have a mark before we enter the combat. Alright, you're not shiny. We should be about done with this. Oh, why is that one all the way up there? Jeez. We should be getting close to being done with this outbreak. Probably got like 2 or 3 minutes, I'd imagine. But hey, that's like back-to-back sandwiches with shinies on it. That's pretty good, considering it took us an hour and change to find the first one. I know it's because you're on the wall, not because you're shiny. I know it. I just need stuff. How you all doing tonight? Are you back in school yet, sir? No, like they start about roughly this time in August. Maybe a little bit later, but I'd imagine it's this week, next week. All right, that's the timer. That's the timer. That's the timer. That's the timer. Stop, stop, stop. I'm just gonna hit this one. So I can probably do one more tonight. I really hope this is it. Yeah. Check my guy. Smaller than average. All right, we'll just double check. Yeah. Whoop. If we don't finish this tonight, we will be doing this tomorrow, I should say. That is the plan. Because I'm gonna go until it's done. All right, cucumber pickle, 3 bacon, and let's do. I can't use sweet and sour. Let's do sweet and sour salty. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there you go. See, it flattens it out, putting the bun on top. Although just a straight bacon sandwich would be pretty sick, honestly. All things considered. This will probably be the last sandwich. We'll see where we end this one at today. If we have time, we're good. So we are 3 phases in. Sparking the title encounter. And we are going. We are 3 phases in. It's sub 2 hour. That's 1:59:31. So we do need the mark luck big time. I really would like to be done today. I know. And I ask, do we do something else on Wednesday? Because we are not going back to Emerald Platinum Kaizo. So is there something that we want to see? And I wouldn't have run into him if the gold duck punched him in the mouth. I'm just saying. I don't know. I usually force that to be a Pokemon slot just because my YouTube channel was Pokemon and that was originally the YouTube stream day. Now that I stream on both platforms, I'm not as convinced it has to be that. But I haven't quite sold myself on making the transition to that being just another stream time. It does feel a little different since it's earlier in the day. It's not the night streams that we have over here on every other day of the week, so I'm a little bit hesitant to just make it the same thing. Especially when it comes to like retention with people watching. Because I know that the same people who have time, most nights are not going to have the same amount of time during the day normally to be able to watch the stuff. So that's kind of why we've done different things. But it's also mostly because historically I forced myself to play Pokemon on the YouTube channel for the longest time, and I still want to have mostly Pokemon, like, I still want to do Pokemon stuff, like, I think Archipelago is great as a series. I know it's not quite done yet, it's almost there. Archipelago was great as a series because it was still mostly Pokemon. It's just on the wall. You're just not punching it in the mouth. We're also going to reset because there's just so many things. What is that? An Elekid? And by reset, I mean I'm going to fly around for a little bit to try to get the spawns to change. We'll have to do it again here in a second, but it's fine. I know it's always crazy to go back and like realize why you do things, but I've said many times is like it's okay to do the same thing as long as you know why you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. What I'm trying to say is like if you have something that you're set on doing, it's okay to like keep doing the same thing and not changing it if you know why you're doing it, why you set it up that way, and if it still meets the needs of why you're doing it. Like obviously things are a little bit different now that I stream on I stream on both platforms all the time, besides obviously the YouTube series that are going to go up. But it's important to me that, you know, the time is the main reason now that I'm looking at doing something different on Wednesdays than the rest of the week. But that's that. Why is Golduck named Kong? You know why the Golduck's named Kong. You know exactly why the Golduck's named Kong. You're just lucky it's not shiny. Most because I don't have a shiny Golduck in this game. But you're lucky it's not shiny. Didn't you know you got a new member mascot because you didn't, you know, you didn't say you wanted it? So I just like took your favorite Pokemon, which is obviously Golduck, and named it after you. It's funny because if you haven't seen the Archipelago series, I'm playing Fire Red, and the gift Magikarp was an Umbreon. I'm like, this is hilarious. This is scripted. He didn't fight it. He's not fighting it. This is a shiny. Please be marked. Please be marked. Please be marked, man. That's all I want. We can be done. I don't know if that little thing meant that it was marked or not. I think it just meant that it was small. I think that's what it meant. Dude, Power Gem looks so cool in this game. That's all I'm gonna say. Please just be marked so I can be done with this. Yo, what's up, Jimmy? Bink. Bop. Got it. Another one on the board. I don't know if that means anything, but you guys can let me know, and I will A, either stop, B, go look at it. That goes things not great, honestly. That's my 4th phase. I don't think that necessarily means like that little symbol right there. Does that mean that it has a mark, or does that just mean it's small? Question. I know the gold little ribbon thing means it's marked. I haven't got, that's what I'm looking for. How many have you gotten tonight? I am at 4. I just got 4. And I'm probably done. I might do one more sandwich. We'll see. I've not been that lucky. I'll be fair. I've done, what, 6 sandwiches? You're up the wall. And I have the timestamps too, so like if you can't hunt that long, I know where I was when what time I got the shinies. So if you only can do like, I don't know, a random time, I can be like, well, at that point I had X amount of phases. It's a shiny. Boom. Just kidding. Well, I ran into it. We might be able to do one more. I mean, they don't take that long. It's 15 minutes. Although I need to put my cursor back on the pause timer button. Just got done dashing for the night, made $80 in 3.5 hours. It's good when it works. It's good when it works, but as somebody who did make a living off that before, it's not great. It's not a great job to have. Okay, just don't punch that one. I get whatever. Yeah, because I could, where I used to live, I could make $100 in 3 hours. And I did that while I was in school. So I would have like, I had class up until like 7 o'clock at night, and I would dash from like 7 to 10. it's a pretty cool job. It's definitely a cool job. It's not great because what you are not making, like, so you can't beat, so that's $80, 3.5. Let's just say $80 in 3 hours. Let's just say, let's round it up to $90 in 3 hours, you know, $30 an hour. You can't beat that in like modern jobs unless you're like salaried level. However, you were putting so much wear and tear on your car. All right, let's double check this one. I'm pretty sure it's not actually marked. No. But you're putting so much wear and tear on your car at that point. So that's what I noticed. It's like I'm putting miles on this car, and I didn't like that. Which is partially why I stopped. But there's also like, it's very inconsistent as a job, because there would be nights where I would have like nothing show up. Good one, smaller than average. Whoop-de-doo. All right, let's do one more. What we must. I know it's going to take me over time, but one more. Yeah, so we have 4 phases tonight so far. But it honestly depends on how long you go. I don't know how long you stream on Saturday, but that's up to you, man. I think I've done my DoorDash rant. I've talked about it a lot when I was doing it. That was years ago. Said I really liked the job too. It was great to have the freedom to choose when to schedule. But you have to really know your area. All right, I'm gonna do it tomorrow too then, and then I'll stop there. Unless you're gonna do it Sunday too. Like, my area was fine. It was a lot better if I went to like, because if you are unfamiliar with dashing and DoorDash, they gerrymander lines to like do like service areas. So certain, like your town, if you have a big enough town, like let's say I can't even use a big town. What's a smaller big town? What's like, I'm trying to think. Like Albany, I guess. If you're in Albany, like it would probably be it would be the town of Albany would be your area, you know? So that's the thing. But there were many times that where I used to live, there were like 3 or 4 really good zones around me. But I would go to the area that had the best. Some areas get multipliers based on the needs. So there were times I would do that. I would switch the zone that I was in. Like I would end my shift, then switch the zone, and then dash in a different area. In doing that, I can make 100, somewhere between 100 and 150 in 3 hours. Usually, which is really good pay. You know, that's, again, over $30 an hour. That's solid. But I drove probably close to 1,000 miles a week, which is a lot of mileage on your car. So in some ways, it's not a bad gig. In other ways, because you are paying for the wear and tear on your car, it's worse. But if you're like, I need a quick buck, or I'm only going to do this every once in a while, not like consistently, it's pretty good. And if you do what a lot of people do and double dip into like Grubhub or into something else while you're door dashing, it can be very lucrative. However, then you start getting complaints from customers. So once I'm back from Worlds, I'm dead. I only plan on doing it until I pay off my car. See, like doing that, like if you have a goal, or if you have like a savings account. I want to put $100 a month. I want to put, like, let's say you want to put $200 a month in there. All right, well, I don't have enough to save from my main job, but I have, I work 8 hours a day, but I can, work an extra 3 to 5 hours a week doing DoorDash when it works. It's a good side hustle. I will not say it's a good main job. Unless you are prepared to work every breakfast, lunch, dinner shift forever. And then your day becomes kind of crazy. Because, you're probably working Probably working 6 to 9, 6 to 10. Then you're working 11 to like 2, and then you'll work like 4 to 7, 4 to 8, which is like a full day in of itself. But having an hour or two downtime in between all of those shifts just isn't worth it. And I would do that sometimes on like a Saturday when I didn't have like school. I would do that. I would just be like, okay, I'm going to work breakfast, lunch. I'd work a breakfast, lunch. I'd work a breakfast, dinner. I'd work a lunch, dinner, whatever it was. Normally, it tended to be like a lunch, dinner kind of thing. And I definitely tried to work every like football game or like baseball game or whatever, because those tended to be good. Holidays, however, were always bad. I don't know why. Like, I tried to dash like Labor Day, nothing. I tried to dash on, I think I tried to dash on Halloween, and I'm like, people need candy, like you can do candy and stuff. That's weird. I worked less than 30 hours a week dashing, which is good as a temp, but I want to do a different job soon. 30 hours, so you make $400 in less than 30 hours. That's pretty good. $30 hours a week for 400. I'm not doing the math, but that's, I don't know what my brain's trying to get there. It's not bad. It's pretty good money, actually. Considering I feel like most jobs you tend to find are like not willing even to pay you like 20. That was crazy because I lived in one of the highest housing cost states. And I went, you literally cannot live here in a studio apartment. I didn't live in that state anymore, but you literally could not live there in a studio apartment for $20 a month, on $20 a month. You couldn't. It was impossible. Like, the only reason I had housing was because I lived on campus in a dorm room. It's part of my student loans that I owe, but whatever. It's not a shiny, it's just being stupid. Like, when I finished school, I looked at like staying in that area, and it was like $1,700 to $2,000 a month for rent for a studio apartment. That's a studio apartment, meaning one room, a one room that had a bathroom attached to it. I guess you could technically call another room. But all your stuff's in one space like that. It was crazy. Bad from ad purgatory. Like that's not a good situation. And when like jobs will not pay you, like minimum wage jobs were paying like, I don't, not even 20 bucks. It was like 17, 18. Like you could not afford to live on that. Like you calculate car payment, you calculate utilities, you calculate all the phone, all this other stuff you have to have. Like, I'm like, how do people even do this? And it's like you have roommates, and I'm like, you're gonna have a roommate in a studio apartment? In a studio apartment, bro. I can understand a 2-bedroom apartment. I can even understand a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, albeit you probably are going to be sleeping in the same bed, but it was nuts. And that's why I went to do dashing, because like I couldn't find a flexible enough job that worked with my school schedule. That would pay enough, so I did that. And it worked. It worked, but my school schedule was jank AF. Like most of my classes did not start till the afternoon and evening. Like usually my earliest class was like 2 o'clock. And that's why you got like, if you go back and watch is it Uranium? Yeah. You go back and watch the Uranium series. I recorded a lot of that at like 11 o'clock at night when I was dead tired. That's what I would do. When I eventually got my, I got an internship that I was doing too. I would get done with my internship at like 9 o'clock. I'd go to the grocery store because I went right by it on my way home. I would get home at like 10:30, 11. I'd record for an hour or two every week, and then I would stay up and edit till it was done. Very interesting schedule. Do not recommend. But yeah, you had some crazy episodes for sure. Shouldn't have done this one. Should have just called it. Should have just called it. It was not nice to me. But I will say it does feel like it's going by pretty quick, which is good. Before you get fully into the rhythm of just sitting here and KOing them, your outbreak ends and you're like, oh. I went to Worlds. I'm trying to read that while I'm running around. I went to dashing to fund my trip to NIC and Worlds. Yeah, it's not a bad, again, not a bad side hustle. It's not a good main job. Unless you really like buying cars. Then have at it. I think that's the other thing. It's like, it's so unstable as a job. Because you're relying on influx for people to use the app. You can't work if your car is broken down, which happens occasionally. And then you get, like I had many times, just really bad service at restaurants or issues with the order, and then you had to wait for that to resolve. Pause. All right, we did not get a shiny there, so we are 2940. I probably will have to find another outbreak, but that's fine. We are 2904, 2 hours, sorry, 2 hours and 29 minutes and 4 seconds. I know you guys can't see it on your screen, but there are 4 phases here. I probably should. That's not gonna increase the size, huh? I'm gonna sneeze. You mean? It should increase the size. That way I can see the thing. Then I can crop it back down. Honestly, I don't even need to crop it back down. It is just gonna make the text look stupid though. Interact. So yeah, I can see all the time. So, and I'm gonna take a picture of them so I have it. Do. Okay. That way, when I come back, to this tomorrow, I will know where we're at in case the timer does mess up or something. Because that's what I'm most scared of. But then I will just have to add everything that the 2904 to, which is why the number's good to have. Either way, sorry for closing the game and stuff and not giving you any music. But that is going to do it for us today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. We went over by a sandwich. Definitely should have just ended when I was there. But grab the socials. If you're on YouTube, come check out the Twitch. I did post in the chat all of my socials so you can follow me on all of the platforms. I would appreciate you doing that. Let's see if anyone's live. There's only one other hunt going on. So but I don't see anyone else doing it. But we can say hi to Drew. We can say hi to Drew. I don't raid them often, so grab the raid message, everyone applies to you, and grab the links to all of my socials. Follow me on all of them. Would appreciate you doing that. We're gonna send you over to a nice Doomsday. He was actually doing some Pal World, but they are a Team Yell member. They are a friendo of the community. They have been around for a while. Usually do Pokemon, but playing the update for Pal World, so we're gonna send them the support. Enjoy your day over there. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. Again, we'll be back with this tomorrow. I'm gonna get to our 4-hour mark. And so Spence knows where he's at for Saturday. But I have a feeling that they'll find a mark before any of my times matter. So we'll max out our time and we'll go from there. But we're looking good on phases in case he doesn't find any. I don't think it's very likely, but it is marked hunting and not regular hunting, so anything can happen. So I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. to do the rest of this hunt. The regular content will come back. Kong will be back with us next week as well. He was still working on his new things at work, so that'll be fixed next week, so don't worry about that. We'll be back to Octopath. It's been a while. I'm excited to play. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for hanging out. And I will catch you all tomorrow, hopefully. If not, check out the YouTube channel for content. Check out TikTok as well for short form stuff and all the fun stuff. But we will catch you all in the next one. So stay safe out there. Like, subscribe, follow, all the fun stuff. See you next time. Stay safe. And as always...